When you go bowling, there's markings all over a lane. Heck, do you even know how long a lane is? Today, Coach Bryan O'Keefe is going to go over everything on a bowling lane, right?
Yeah, Mike, it brings up a great point. I mean, we have people who've bowled for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and they don't know how long the lane is or how wide it is or all the markings on it. So this is just a simple explanation for those at home so you're a little more familiar with what the playing field is.
All right, let's head out to the lanes and get familiar with the lanes.
Understanding our playing field. For whatever reason, bowlers really don't take the time to learn about what they're actually participating and playing their sport on. In basketball, everybody knows that the rim is 10 feet from the floor. In football, everybody knows that the field is 100 yards long from end zone to end zone. But how long is the bowling lane? How far are the arrows? What are the different markings on the lane and what do they mean? Let's take a deeper look into that. So here we are, our first stop out on the lane. So from the foul line out to these first markings called the dots is roughly 6 to 8 feet away from the foul line. And you could say, how is it roughly 6 to 8 feet? Well, believe it or not, USBC specifications, this doesn't have to be an exact amount. It just has to be within a certain parameter. So what are these used for? These are really used for when people want to get the ball starting to roll a little sooner. They may bring their target and their eyes closer to them and use one of these targeting dots to help that. Here we are at stop number 2 on our playing field tour, the targeting arrows. Well, where are they? Well, I can tell you that the third arrow from the left and the third arrow from the right are exactly 15 feet from the foul line. But one important thing to note is that each arrow is in 5-board increments. So the arrow farthest from the right, we call that the first arrow for right-handers, is on board 5. Second arrow on board 10. Third arrow on board 15. And then the middle arrow, the fourth arrow, is on board 20. And then work our way across the lane for left-handers, 15, 10, and 5, same way. In my opinion, the targeting arrows are the most widely used targeting method for bowlers all around the world. Stop number 3 on our playing field tour takes us to the range finders. Where are they? How long are they? And what can they be used for? So the first set of range finders are at 34 feet. They go 3 feet in distance and they end at 37 feet. The second set, closer to me down here, start at 40 feet and then once again are 3 feet in length and then end at that 43 feet distance. So what are they used for most in bowling? It's really breakpoint control. When you're throwing shots down the lane, it's easy to tell where your ball is because you have some markings that'll help you guide you along the way. So the last stop on this tour of this playing field is involving that head pin right down there. So how long is the lane from the foul line to the head pin? Believe it or not, a lot of people are unsure of that. Well, I can tell you that it's 60 feet. So from the foul line all the way to that head pin is 60 feet in length. The width, that's a different story. We're not talking about feet, we're talking about inches. And a bowling lane side to side is approximately 41 inches. So remember, 41 inches wide versus 60 feet long, we have a lot of room to move front to back and don't necessarily always think about side to side.
Well, I've been a big fan of MTV Cribs and world tours, concert tours. Thanks for the tour of the lane, Bryan.
You're welcome. So one thing, like we talked about in this, people know about every other sport in the world, but they don't know about bowling. But Mike, what would a bowling lane look like if it was 70 feet long? What would ball reaction look like?
Yeah, it'd be a really big difference for sure. So make sure you know and understand all the markings on the lane and all the different things that make up a bowling lane. When you understand that, it's going to help you bowl better. Hey everyone, thanks for watching our video today. Hopefully you learned something you can apply to your game. Do us a favor, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Also, if you'd like to get backstage access to our coaches, you can join our online community at BackstageBowling.com. Use the coupon code SAVE20 to save $20 off an annual subscription. Thanks, and we'll see you on the next one.